I always try and think, you know, in doing this film, will it be original? Will it be something a bit new in cinema? It doesn't have to be completely groundbreaking or revolutionary, but it at least should be something that is vaguely surprising about it.
Writer and filmmaker Ben Hopkins likes to dispense with rules and reality. He has made a black comedy out of the apocalypse, mixed documentary with fiction, and keeps inserting the devil in his work. Hopkins was born in Hong Kong in 1969, but grew up in London before studying film direction there. His graduation film, National Achievement Day, won 14 awards internationally.
Zog and his dog. He repeatedly states, "I do not know why this dog flocks to me."
It was followed by the surreal and comedic features, Simon Magus and The 9 Lives of Thomas Katz.
A papier-mâché fingerbob wards against piratical junglist radio signals.
Since then, he has diversified into making documentaries and writing books. His political satire, Gwoopy Groovy Nudneyland, was published in 2011, and he is now finishing his second novel. Hopkins loves movies that create their own worlds and immerse their audiences in them. The protagonists of his latest films find themselves in the same situation. In Lost in Karistan.
Problem. Come on, where are my shoes? I'm here for the film festival.
Welcome to Karistan.
Why are there so many tanks?
You like tanks.
A British director makes a movie in the Caucasus. In Hazret, Yearning, another director becomes obsessed and loses himself in the subject of his documentary, Istanbul. Hopkins now makes his home in Berlin, where we met him. Afterwards, we visited his beloved London.
My early life turned out to be a kind of prophecy of what my later life would be. I was born in China, in Hong Kong, and then we moved to America, and then we moved to London, and then we moved back to America, and then we moved to London again. And I didn't know for most of my life that I had this kind of peripatetic, nomadic soul. The novel I'm writing at the moment, the first notes I wrote when I was 20, so it's been about 20 years in its development before I wrote the first word. It's clear to me that writing is something I just do naturally and that I, was born to do, if you like. Filmmaking is not natural for me. I have no visual skill. I can't draw, I can't paint, and to learn to become a filmmaker, I had to watch literally thousands of films because I had no idea what I was doing. And even today, when I have experience, I've made seven films now, I still find it very difficult to make films. It's not something that comes naturally to me.
There's no escape.
Wherever I go, she gets...
Everything I've written has had some kind of comic element. I find it very difficult to be serious for long. It's a kind of national trait. But yeah, everything I do has some kind of humour in it. You have to be careful not to offend people, but if you're in the right place at the right time, then I think anything can be the subject of humour.
To be fair, it's difficult to work with a script like this.
I wrote the script.
Tanar is the hero who united Khorasan in the 14th century. His mother was killed by marauding Circassians.
The idea was to set it in a fictional country called Karistan, and not to point a finger or something at any particular place. Yeah, there were many places it could have been, but obviously it made more sense to create a fictional country, which was an amalgam of all these different ideas. The film I made after that, Hasret Sehnsucht, or Hasret Yearning, which is again, I messed with the rules. It's a documentary which is not really a documentary. It's lies from start to finish, but it's presented as a documentary. And again, that causes trouble with some people. Again, we broke the rules. But, especially in art, rules are there to be broken. I find it interesting, and I hope there are just enough people who are like me out there to find it interesting as well. So as long as I'm not bored by what I'm doing, then I just have this kind of naive hope that it will find an audience.
Until you prove you can behave, your place is with the women. You are condemning me to hell by denying me my prayers! I am doing no such thing. Upstairs! No! I want to pray!